Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will be presenting about this week's topic, which is machine learning. For the learning outcome for this topic, students will be able to first explain the nature, types, and 5 models of machine learning. Secondly, discuss the importance of machine learning in financial distraction, the challenges and the application of machine learning in finance activities. In the introduction topic, before discussing about the definition of machine learning, I will explain what are the similarities and differences between artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. To understand what machine learning is, we must first look at the basic concept of artificial intelligence, or AI. AI is defined as a program that exhibits cognitive abilities similar to that of a human being. Any computer program that shows characteristics such as self-improvement, learning through inference, or even basic human tasks such as image recognition and language processing is considered to be a form of AI. Meanwhile, machine learning is a method of data analysis that automates analytical model building. It is a branch of artificial intelligence based on the idea that systems can learn from the data, identify patterns, and make decisions with minimal human intervention. Next, deep learning is a more specialized version of machine learning that utilizes more complex methods for difficult problems. So basically, machine learning is a specific subset of artificial intelligence, whereas deep learning is a subset of machine learning as shown in the figure. Next, what is actually machine learning? Machine learning is defined as the study of computer programs that leverage algorithms and statistical models to learn through inference and patterns without being explicitly programmed. So, artificial intelligence programs were only used to automate low-level tasks in business and enterprise settings. With machine learning algorithm, artificial intelligence was able to develop beyond just performing the tasks it was programmed to do. So, machine learning differs from artificial intelligence in that it may change over time. Machine learning algorithms are capable of processing massive volumes of data and extracting valuable facts. By learning from the data they are given, they can improve on earlier version. Big data, one of the most significant components of machine learning algorithm, because AI mainly relies on statistical approaches. Any sort of AI is usually relying on the quality of its dataset for successful results. By human standards, big data is actually time-consuming and difficult to process, yet good data is the finest fit for training a machine learning algorithm. In a large dataset, the more clean, usable, and machine-readable data there is, the more effective the machine learning algorithm's training will be. Next, there are 3 types of machine learning, which is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. One of the simplest type of machine learning is supervised learning. The machine learning algorithm is trained on labeled data on this type. The learning algorithm is given a set of input and the proper output, and then it learns by comparing its actual output to the correct output in order to detect errors. It then makes the necessary changes to the model. The second one is unsupervised learning. The ability to deal with unlabeled data is one of the benefits of unsupervised machine learning. It is used against data that has no historical labels. The correct answer is not given to the system. The algorithm must determine what is being displayed. The idea is to look over the data and see if there is any structure there. And lastly is reinforced learning. It features an algorithm that improves upon itself and learns from new situations using trial and error method. It is often used for robotics, gaming, and navigation. in common reinforcement learning scenarios, such as determining the shortest path between 2 points of a map. That's all for me. Thank you.
Models of machine learning. So what is a machine learning model? It is the output of the training process. It also defined as the mathematical representation of the real-world process. There are several types of machine learning models, such as classification models, regression models, clustering models, dimensionality reduction, and deep learning. So for the classification models, it is classification it is the task of predicting the type of or class of an object within a finite number of options. For example, predicting an email is spam or not is a standard binary classification task. Next is the regression models. The regression models is a set of problems where the output variable can take continuous values. For example, predicting an airline price can be considered as a standard regression task. Next is a clustering models. In simple words, clustering is the task of grouping similar objects together. It also helps to identify similar objects automatically without manual intervention. Next is the dimensionality reduction. Dimensionality is the number of predicted variables used to predict the independent variable or target. For the last machine learning models is a deep learning models. Deep learning models is a subset of machine learning with neural networks.
Okay, next I will continue to explain about the importance of machine learning in financial disruptions. There are three importance of machine learning. First is fraud detection. Financial institutions all around the world face regular attempts at financial fraud, which result in large losses. Therefore, machine learning is significant for them to detect and prevent fraudulent financial activities. Machine learning will help by scanning large data sets for unusual actions and reporting them to security teams for further investigation. It works by comparing transactions to other data points such as customers' account history, IP address, location, and other information. This activity is performed to see if the flagged transaction match the account holder's behavior. The system can then automatically decline a withdrawal or purchase until a person makes a decision depending on the nature of the transaction. Second, algorithmic trading. Machine learning is important to help traders making a better trading decision. Machine learning algorithms, unlike human traders, can access thousands of data sources at the same time. That is something that human traders can never be able to do. Human traders have an edge over the market average because machine learning makes fast trading decisions. Furthermore, algorithmic trading does not make trading judgment based on emotions, which is a typical flaw among human traders whose judgment is influenced by emotions or personal goals. And lastly is portfolio management. Portfolio management is an online wealth management services that use algorithms to allocate and manage clients' assets according to their goals and risk tolerance. This will provide ultimate financial advice to the investors, and the example of this application is robo-advisors that will explain later by Nur Izni.
Challenges of machine learning. There are some challenges in machine learning. Firstly, it got slow results. One of the most common issues in machine learning is the slow-moving program. The machine learning models are highly efficient, bearing accurate results, but the said results takes time to be produced. This is mainly because of the complex algorithm that they work on and the time it takes to derive usable results. Second, there are high chances of error. This is because of many algorithms will contain biased program which lead to the biased data sets. It also will not deliver the right output and produces irrelevant information. The usage of this can lead to bigger errors in the business models. Next, it is the lack of explainability. Machine learning is often termed as a black box, as deciphering the outcomes from an algorithm is often complex and sometimes useless. This basically means the outputs cannot be easily comprehended as it is programmed in specific ways to deliver for certain conditions. For the list of challenges in machine learning, it is the maintenance. Requisite results for different actions are bound to change, and hence the data needed for the same is different. This needs the editing the code and more resources for monitoring the changes as well, as the outputs needed to be generalized. Regular monitoring and maintenance are necessary. Consistent maintenance is the key to keep the program up to date.
Next, I will continue the application of machine learning in finance. Firstly, Robot Advisors. It is an online application that provides automated financial guidance and services. There are two major applications of machine learning, which are portfolio management and recommendation of financial products. For portfolio management, it is an online wealth management that uses algorithms and statistics to automatically establish and manage the investment portfolio of the client. For example, in Wahid Investment, before we start investing in this investment, they will ask the client a few questions to understand the risk appetite and allocate your investment accordingly based on certain algorithms. Then after the client agrees to that allocation, the client needs to fund into the account, and their robot advisors will go from advice to the action, buying the securities and managing the portfolio by rebalancing it periodically. Next, recommendation of financial products. The insurance sector use robot advisors to recommend insurance plans for customers using online insurance services. So the customer use robot advisors to access the lower fees as well as personalized and calibrated recommendation by them. Secondly, algorithmic trading is the use of algorithms to conduct trade. The computer executes a program with predefined instructions to place trades on behalf of the trader, such as time, price, quantity, and others. The system makes it possible to operate in multiple markets, increasing trading opportunities. Furthermore, algorithms able to learn and adapt to real-time change. Thus, algorithmic trading, it can simplify the decision-making process as it set aside the sentimental or emotion of humans. Thirdly, fraud detection. Machine learning system can detect through vast data sets and unusual activities. So if the fraud happens in financial, the fraudulent transaction can be blocked. Next, the application of machine learning in finance is risk management. Financial market use machine learning system to leverage current data to spot the trends and predict future risks. Last but not least, customer service. Chatbot. With the advancement of machine learning system, the chatbots is able to learn. They are not only able to follow the prescribed instruction, but they can answer every question asked by the users just like a normal human being. Chatbots have the potential to automate operations and enable a smoother and friction-free banking experience.
Okay, next I will tell about the examples of company in Malaysia that applies machine learning tools. The company in Malaysia that applies machine learning tools is Grab. In order to get fair pricing for both drivers and passengers, accurate estimation of estimated time of arrival, effective detection of fraudulent activities, and ensured ride safety for consumers, the company needs MLT, machine learning tools. These machine tools can leverage to solve complex problems such as fraudulent user activity and to provide personalized experience on the products. That's all from me.
In conclusion, machine learning can be faster and better than average human being because we can train machines to perform human activities. Next, machine learning also will play an important role in your daily life in future if we apply more and more techniques in the machine learning. That's all from us. Thank you.